and try and put the key back, and it's time to go. So the alarm didn't go off. I didn't forget anything. You forgot it. Because we forgot the Binky. We're on our way back to the Airbnb. The key back out of the lockbox. That's weird though. It's just abandoned. So Ryan was screaming at me and went and got off the exit. There's no signs like saying how to get up there though. It was really small, a dead end. There was nowhere to like really go. And some lady came over and was like, you need to move. You need to get out. There are views from the windows in every room here. Hi, bud. Hi. You walking to me. Are you practicing your walking? Yeah. But he doesn't walk yet. He walks holding on to things sometimes. But he's getting there. So we have another busy day today. We're leaving an hour and 15 minutes later than we had planned. I did set an alarm on my phone, but unfortunately it was an old alarm and I just changed the time, so it was only for Thursdays. And today is not Thursday. So the alarm didn't go off. Ryan woke me up an hour, later than my alarm should have went off. So we're getting a late start again. It's 8:15. We wanted to be out of here by 7. We just checked out of our Airbnb. We're driving to Split, where we're gonna stay for the next 3 weeks, kind of take a little break from the busy days that we've been having the past week. We have to return the rental car by 3 o'clock. We can check in at the Airbnb after 2. So while we have the rental car, we are gonna stop at Klis Fortress, which I think is about like maybe a half-hour drive from our Airbnb. If we have time, we're gonna stop over at the ancient ruins of Salona, which is, I believe, the largest archaeological park in Croatia, and it's just a 15-minute drive from the Airbnb. So while we have the car, we're gonna try to do both of those things this morning. But first thing, we gotta stop and get more gas station breakfast because we have no groceries, we have no food, we didn't have time to stop for a real breakfast, so we're gonna try to stop somewhere. That's the plan. It should take us about 2 hours to get to Klis Fortress. Hopefully we can do it in like about an hour. So we didn't drive very far, thankfully, because we forgot the Binky. So we're on our way back to the Airbnb, get the key back out of the lockbox, get back in. I'm pretty sure the Binky's under the coffee table because that's the last place I saw it. And we already lost one on this trip, so we have to go back and get it. We don't have a choice because poor buddy won't sleep without it. Did you find the Binky?
Yeah, I found Binky. You wonder where?
Under the coffee table.
Yeah.
I told you. I knew that's where it was. Alright. Got the goods. So I got our favorite gas station croissants. Cappuccino coffee thing. That's all I had for coffee. Is it yummy? Pay toll? Oh no. Alright, I'm coming up with the pay toll. And we have no cash, so hopefully it's not a cash toll. Because we ran out of Bosnian dollars. Okay, the toll booths were empty, like abandoned, and there was no cameras, so maybe they, I don't know. I mean, it says maybe they stopped taking tolls. I don't know, maybe there's a camera we didn't see. So now down the road is the pay toll. So they must have just like moved the location to something bigger or newer. We don't have any money, so
we have euros.
We have euros. That's all we got. So hopefully it's good enough. Here. Oh, I have this Bosnian. I have a 5. Is that a 5 Bosnian?
It's like 60 cents.
Yeah, it was like 120 marks, which is like 60 cents American. Luckily I had a 5 mark coin because it's cash only, it's a toll. So luckily we still had a little bit left, and now I have the change from that. So hopefully if there's another toll we'll have enough. I also have some little euro coins, so I don't know if they would have taken those there too, but who knows? They even give us a receipt. Another reason that taking a day tour over a border is not a good idea. There's some tour buses here, and everybody is getting off and lining up with their passports. So that just is gonna take a lot more time for them. We just left the border crossing, and like only a couple of feet up the road is another toll. So that first one was just a ticket. Ryan's yelling at me.
Not yelling at you.
The GPS said exit 25. But the sign said exit 28, so Ryan was screaming at me, and
I need to know, like, it was a split decision getting off.
And then he went and got off the exit. Ryan's about to kill me because we just lost this ticket, and I just had to dump out all the trash and dig through the bag, and he's having a heart attack that we thought we lost the ticket, but we found it. That was steep. €6.70.
Take the exit.
Going to Klis. GPS did not take us exactly there, so little confused as to where, oh, there's a sign. A little confused as to where we park, how we get up there. 2 kilometers.
2 kilometers. There's
So now we gotta
gratuitous
go.
parking.
Route.
Proceed to the route. This is not 2 kilometers. It said 2 kilometers. This was 2 feet. So there's people parking next to us. So Ryan thinks this is the spot. So we just finished up checking out Klis Fortress. It's huge. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was. You can definitely spend a few hours there, but there's a lot of different areas to look at, a lot of different viewpoints. There's signs on the walls telling you, you know, what things are, like the armory, the medieval toilet we got to see. There was a room with ancient relics and fragments of monuments from antiquity, which was really, really interesting. And it was only 20 euros, so it was 10 each, and then the kids were free. So, not a bad deal. Poor Isla is covered in Ryan's sweat from riding on his back.
Why did I talk about that?
Because she's drenched. She's drenched in sweat. It's gross.
What about me? I'm drenched in her sweat.
No, she wasn't sweating, it was you. So I think we're gonna skip Salona just because I don't want to have to rush it because it's too hot. Also, it's like 12:30, it's lunchtime, it's time to feed the baby, it's time to change their diapers. We have to check in at 2, return the rental car by 3. It's just about 1:45, so it's about 10 to 15 minute drive over to the Airbnb. So we're gonna be right on time for check-in.
This one here?
Yeah. See if we have a little bit easier time with check-in this time. And it's also a self check-in with a lockbox. So hopefully it's not another treasure hunt where the lockbox is behind a tree, on a wall, underground. You gotta dig for it, I don't know. So pulled into the area that looked like it was the parking, which it probably was. It was really small. It was like a dead end. You pulled in, there was nowhere to like really go. So we got kind of stuck. So we were backing up and then we pulled forward a little bit and I was looking at the picture on my phone trying to figure out like where we're supposed to go. And some lady came over and was like, you need to move. You don't have a key for here. You need to get out. So like then we just pulled across the street in like some like street parking and now we're trying to figure out what the f we're supposed to do.
So let's get the key and then we can figure it out.
It's now 2:30, so the car has to be back in half an hour. He looks angry.
I'm gonna go back into the parking. I got all the keys.
So we're going back into that little parking area so we can park for a minute and we'll have to get out real quick before some crazy lady comes and yells at us again. There's no apartment number. There's just pictures of what the door looks like. So we're all gonna get out and try to carry all the stuff in one go and just get in there. So this is the place. There's a nice kitchen with all kinds of stuff to cook with. There's a coffee machine, an espresso machine. We have the pack and play, which I already moved from the bedroom. Has some nice wardrobes. Lots of places to put your clothes. Wow, lots of towels. A lot of towels, extra blankets, extra sheets. There are views from the windows in every room here of the city. The host left some fruit here and Isla has already dug into the bananas. She's already taken a bite out of the apple. She's gonna take a, nope, baby. Take a bite out of one apple, okay? Some beer in here. There's some juice. And she sent me a message saying that there's ice cream in here, and there is. Don't let Isla see that just yet. More views from the window. The host even left her a cute little Minnie Mouse sand toy kit. Little does she know, Isla is obsessed with Minnie Mouse. This is the bathroom. Super small, but this shower is actually bigger than the one that we had in Mostar, and the shower head is better. You have an ironing board with a man on it. Washing machine, which is great because we got tons of laundry to do from the last place. We have this really cool potty seat that we found on Amazon that we've been taking around with us everywhere we go. Folds up nice and small to pack in the luggage. Unfolds really easy, and it has these suction cups on the back. Put it right on the toilet, push down the suction cups, and it doesn't go anywhere. And then she can sit and not fall in. We got a sofa bed. It's a lot of stuff like this I'm gonna have to put up. I already took all the stuff from these bottom shelves and moved them up just so the kids don't break anything. There's a chair. I even have a desk. I can put my computer here, work on some videos. And then there is this beautiful balcony with a net. We got chairs and another chair over here, some plants. But you have beautiful views. over the city of Split. But we're getting settled in here. I already started some laundry because we have tons of dirty laundry. It's a smart TV, so I don't even need the Fire Stick. So Buddy is watching his favorite girl, Miss Rachel. Final thoughts on Bosnia. We definitely didn't have enough time here. We were only here for 3 nights, so we had 2 full days. Was not nearly as much time as we wanted, but honestly, we didn't expect much. Before we even planned this trip, I didn't really know. I don't think either one of us knew much about Bosnia at all. We didn't really know anything until we were planning our trip to Croatia, because from Dubrovnik, they have day tours that go to Bosnia to Mostar to see the bridge and go to Kravica waterfalls. When I was looking through like a list of tours from Dubrovnik, I saw those things in Bosnia, and that's the first time I was like, hey, I don't really know much about Bosnia. That might be a cool place to visit. So that's when we kind of changed our itinerary. We also saw day tours for Montenegro to go to Kotor and Paras and Budva and stuff like that. But it's such a far drive from Dubrovnik. I mean, you do the day tour and it's all day. The day tours are like 8-10 hours. It's like a 3.5 hour drive there and back. We didn't want to do that with the kids, so we decided to change our itinerary, because originally we were not spending a week between Bosnia and Montenegro. Both beautiful places. They're similar to Croatia, but different at the same time. I think Bosnia is the most different, which really surprised me. I don't know, I think Bosnia was the standout for me. I think it's definitely, out of the 3 places, it's the one place I would really, really want to come back and spend an extended period of time. We didn't get to go to the capital of Sarajevo. I would really, really want to go back and go there, go back to Mostar, go back to the waterfalls. It's such an amazing place because you have the views, you can swim, you can relax, you can spend all day there. The parking in the parking lot was not free there, but it was 6 marks for the whole day, which is only like $3. And it was like 2 marks per hour if you only wanted to spend a short amount of time, which is only $1. So $1 an hour, or you spend $3 for the whole day. And it was only $10 a person to get in, which is super cheap. The boat rides were cheap too, only 10 bucks for the boat rides. So it was a great place. The fortress, the Herzog Fortress, was amazing. I really, really would love to go back there. Kind of rushed through it, didn't really spend a lot of time because it was so late in the day. The food in Bosnia has been amazing, and it makes me really excited for when we go to Turkey in 6 weeks, because the food is very similar. They have like the Turkish breakfast spreads. The Bosnian coffee is similar to Turkish coffee. They have the doner, which is like the meat on the big rotating slab that maybe you've all seen on TikTok or some kind of videos. My favorite food so far is the Bosnian food. Bosnia has a lot of history with the war, and I don't know if it was just the school I went to, or maybe I'm just not remembering, but I don't remember learning anything in school about the Bosnian War, and maybe if I did, it was very brief. So coming here, I did not know anything about the Bosnian War. It sounds crazy, but I mean, the war happened in 91 and 95, and I was born in 94, and Ryan was born in 91, so we were babies. We don't remember the war. It was really nice to be able to go to the War and Genocide Museum and kind of get a little bit more of that background. I did do some research of my own on the war, and even walking around Mostar, you can see remnants of the war with the old buildings, you know, the abandoned buildings, the old sniper tower. I think so far, I definitely like Bosnia more than I like Croatia, but we still have 6 weeks in Croatia. We're gonna be in Split, Zadar, then Zagreb. So we still have a lot of time in Croatia, a lot of things to explore. After 7 months, we're gonna have been to, how many countries are we visiting on this trip? 13? I think we're visiting 13 countries on this trip. Some of them, I think 2 or 3 of them may just be like a day trip, but the rest of them will be staying there. So definitely a lot of places to give our, opinions on. our, you know, tips and tricks and things that we would do differently, things that we want to do next time, you know, things that maybe we, you know, there's somewhere that we stayed that was too far out or in a bad area. But we'll definitely be talking about all that as we go through, even just for our own memories. Because there's already some places I want to go back and do again, or, you know, things that we missed.